I can let them stick it to them. I guess I'm mad as I can be when I see the way that Washington is squandering the future of our great-great-great-grandchildren, putting it down a rat hole, and then robbing the elderly people of their own money in Social Security. That makes me mad. Yes, Mr. Obama, I want some change, my friend. I want you to change my Social Security check. Give me back some of my own money for a change, Mr. Obama.
I tell you what, it's a sad state of affairs when our government goes around.
I want some change, my friend. I want you to change my Social Security check. Give me back some of my own money for a change, Mr. Obama. I tell you what, it's a sad state of affairs when our government goes around. I want some change, my friend.
Yeah, turn this radio down.
I want you to change my Social Security check.
Okay, we had a little technical difficulty there. We've got another phone call, though. Thank you so much for calling, sir. You're on the Real News.
Sir, this is Dave.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
Good, good. We're packing up the toys for shipment out to New York.
Oh, great. Thank you so much, sir. We certainly do appreciate that. How many toys would you estimate we got so far?
Well, I've got 10 boxes that are just under the legal post office size.
Okay, well, great. That's wonderful. We've certainly been trying to get the word out, and for everyone that's donated, and for you, Dave, that's handling boxing them up and shipping them, I want to give everyone a big thank you for the 9/11 first responders.
Yes, you're welcome. One thing I'd like to add to what Brian said, the pacifying effect of television. A good example of what's going on is this Brian Williams each night. He's got a very calming. He would make an excellent psychologist. He's got a very calming effect on the public. Even if he gives you bad news, it comes across as good news. He's just so smooth, so smooth. And another point that Brian made was the where do people's opinions come from? Where do they come from? As your phone guest mentioned, people put up a psychological block whenever you challenge the powers that be or what they consider to be established. It's a psychological block.
Exactly, and like you just said, where did they get that opinion? Of course, it comes from mainstream media, just like the situation in Georgia this past summer. Everybody here in the United States, for the most part, thought that the Russians invaded Georgia, when it was actually the complete opposite. And of course, we go into the situation with 9/11. Where did they get all their opinions? Why did they think Osama bin Laden carried out the attacks? Within a few minutes of the attacks, they were shouting Osama bin Laden all over mainstream media.
Regurgitate what a television has told them, and unaware that the FBI has never charged Osama bin Laden with those attacks. Dave, we've got a minute and 30 seconds left. I want to thank you for calling in. Is there anything else you'd like to add?
No, thank you guys for the nice job you're doing.
Yes, sir, and thank you very much for all your efforts as well.
Thank you for shipping the toys for us. That's a big help. We appreciate it very much.
I'm glad to.
Every week we do a poll. Our poll is Hypocrite of the Week. We get our contestants from our broadcast. This past week it was the government's for its total abandonment of our 9/11 first responders. Christy Todd Whitman, a liar and a sellout. Obama and his appointments, no change so far. The media for not reporting on the first responders' plight and the continuing of these insane bailouts. And the winner is the government for its total abandonment of our 9/11 first responders. Another possible lifer. On the 20th of December, we're going to have a spokesperson from the Iraq Veterans Against the War. These are all people that served in Iraq. They have a coalition that are against the war in Iraq. It's going to be a great guest. On the 27th, we have Jason Burmas. He was involved in the documentary film Loose Change. He has a new documentary film, Fabled Enemies. You can go to Infowars.com and get that. So we got two guests coming up that I think is going to be really good. You'll enjoy. Next week we don't have a guest lined up. Hopefully we can just take more phone calls because this is a forum for the listeners. Email us on air at therealnewsradio.com. The website's therealnewsradio.com. And until next week, this is Farron, Brian, Ty, and our fill-in camera person Jennifer. saying, God help us all.